Hey everybody, the Super Vader 400 here, back for another retro review, and this time I'm reviewing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987 series, which aired from 1987 till 1996 on several different syndicated television networks. I'm a huge fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, and this is one of my all-time favorite cartoons. This cartoon had everything: action, adventure, comedy, a large and colorful cast of characters, and the show is just entertaining. I've watched several episodes before this review, and the show is entertaining, and it's one of the longest running shows ever, running for 10 seasons. This cartoon, of course, is loosely based on the comic books produced by Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman in the 1980s. But of course, this cartoon notoriously changed several things from those comics to make it more family friendly and suitable for younger viewers and appropriate for airing on television. Like I said, love this show. I love this show. The writing is strong despite being watered down for younger viewers, and I love the over the top comic book storyline, and the show is always hilarious and fun. Um, the first the first 7 seasons of the show are mostly lighthearted with short stories, but from season 8, the show becomes a lot darker and edgier. The sky is always red, which some people refer to this as the red sky seasons, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme, which I love. I love hearing the Turtles theme. Got remixed into a hard rock metal like theme, which was awesome. And it also became slower and more demonic and edgier. It was just so awesome. Of course, the plot is, of course, April O'Neil, top investigator, top reporter at Channel 6 News, is investigating the various crime waves in New York City and is looking for a story. She bumps into Bebop and Rocksteady's gang. The Turtles strike fast and hard and beat the crap out of Bebop and Rocksteady and carries April back to the sewer. April is initially initially doesn't believe the turtles are real and faints several times, but she eventually befriends the turtles. And Master Splinter after the turtles and Splinter explain their origins, how they came to be. Splinter explains that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles used to be 4 normal baby turtles, but they got mutated by some ooze and became the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Master Splinter reveals that he was once a human named Hamato Yoshi who was framed by his rival Orochi Saki, and he fled to the sewers of America and got hit by the ooze and transformed into the rat. Since he had been in most contact with the rats, he became a rat. We also learned that that Orochi Saki became Shredder, and Bebop and Rocksteady, determined to get even with the turtles for beating the crap out of them, become a warthog and a rhino. A mutant warthog and a rhino to fight the combat the turtles, but the turtles always outsmart them. Throughout the series, the turtles protect New York from various threats, like Shredder, Krang, Bebop and Rocksteady, the Rat King, Slash, and Leatherhead, which is some of my favorite villains. In season 10, I don't have a picture of him, but they also deal with what's the dude's name? Lord Dread and several other alien threats during the Red Sky seasons. Also along their journey, they meet several different people, like my favorite, of course, Casey Jones, who is a much darker and much more violent and crazy character in this cartoon than he is in the movies and the 2003 television series. next is yeah, I didn't have a picture of all the other characters they meet, but I just talked about Casey Jones because he was my favorite. All right, Doug 8798 out. This review is done.